What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You're going to play Sonic the Hedgehog 4, Episode 2, Part 3. We're here in the Oil Desert Zone. This is the first desert zone that we've seen in quite a while. I would say since Sonic 06 for the main series games, Sonic and the Secret Ring since in the spin-off games for the Wii, as well as one of the very few actual, I guess Desert-esque, or not Desert-esque, but oil refinery locations. Yeah, we did see one in Sonic the Hedgehog 2 in Oil Ocean, but this is different, obviously. A few things will look the same from here and there, but for the most part, it's totally different. You know, like, yeah, Sega did use a few gimmicks here and there and elements from their older games, but you know, for the most part, this is a brand new game. Anyway, so if you notice those beetles that I've been killing, those are called Scrabbeescays or Scarabescae or something like that. What they do is they're dung beetle robots. What they'll do is they'll form those little balls, which will explode given enough time. Well, I guess I should have used tails for that one just to get up here, but then they'll roll after you. Something we've seen in previous Sonic games before, but not too often. Got to collect those rings because this is the last easy chance for me to be able to get the Chaos Emerald, and I'd like to go ahead and get it here rather than wait around for too much longer. But oh, I needed that. If you notice, there was a invincibility or an invincibility shield there. You definitely need that. Now you can see here the physic here or the gimmick here is sand, and just give me a moment. Alright, sorry about that. I was obviously dropping frames, and I decided to stop it and try to fix it. But anyway, so as I was saying, the gimmick for this level is the wind. If you've noticed, it will blow head on, and it'll give you a headwind and a tailwind depending on which direction it blows in at that current time. And the challenge for this level is to try and decide when and where to jump to avoid the sand. Oh crap! In these beetles, these bombs. Damn it! Come on. Anyway, I fucking gotta sneeze. Anyway, so the wind, it'll give you trouble, you know, in different spots. There's actually a section that's coming up here very shortly where you have to navigate the wind and allow Tails to carry you while the wind's blowing you around. You can see through this section the wind definitely does help you in trying to help point you in the right direction. Some people may say, you know, well, that's just getting in the way, but it's actually helping you out. So this is the section I was referring to. If you can learn how the right distance to jump out from the platform that you land on and then start flying, you'll definitely save yourself a lot of trouble, because you can stop yourself from using up Tails too quickly. And through this section, because this is where the Red Star Ring is, and there'll be a lot of these little what is their names? Flame something. We'll see them later, and I can't really stop right now. But oh, good, I got 93. I'll be able to well, I guess I can stop here and pull it up really quickly. But anyway. And so you can just kind of tell what you have to do through that section. It's not that difficult at all. It's actually a lot easier than you would think it would be. You know, considering as difficult it is to try to pin down what you have to do with Tails. Damn it. But anyway, so but just to, because I'm gonna have to restart this, and I'll talk more about this in a second. But I'll have to be redoing this special stage a whole lot, so I'll have to. I will want to go ahead and talk about what you have to do to get that Red Star Ring. But anyway, let me roll down here. Those guys were called. Let me pause this real. Flamer. Yeah, new series of sea urchin type robots which were developed based on the Orbonauts and Spike Spinners featured in episode 1. So that just tells you where the flamers came from. And I'm dropping frames kind of rapidly again, but I'll stop it really quickly. Just give me a moment. Alright, sorry about that anyway. So if you notice that you have to use that friendship, what I call it, it's a friendship tether. I think it's just like a friendship bond or something like that. I don't remember what it's actually called, but you can see what you have to use it for. But because I've lost 20 rings, 10 rings at the start and 10 rings just now, 30 rings, I probably won't get it. But I'll just run through, show off some of the things about it, and then I'll try to do my best run. Since this is the 7th Chaos Emerald, it is Sonic games are notorious for being really difficult on the 7th Chaos Emerald. If you notice here, I would have 430 instead of 396, and you can see what you have to do to get each amount. You have to get 500 to get this one, and this is all collect so many the required amount of rings in so many minutes or within seconds. And while that's not overly difficult, just some of the ones that they want you to do, like that one, it's hard to get tails to stay on either side. I usually just go for the left or right side. Well, and if you get hit by those, it's just not ideal. This last one will give you. Well, is this the last one? Yeah, I think it is. The last one will give you 30. So if you can get that one, it's actually a lot easier than a whole lot of the other ones that there's been. Yeah. So if I would have made it, If I could have made this one, I would have got it. But oh well. Anyway, so all you have to do is just use that friendship rope. That's just what I call it. I don't remember the exact name for it right off the top of my head. But that will allow you to scoop up rings, a lot more rings at a much faster rate. You can have Sonic on one side and Tails on the other side, and you can scoop up a lot of these rings. Well, it is kind of difficult to get Tails to get Tails going along the right path that you need him to go on in order for you to be able to make it. So you just have to just do the best you can. A lot of practice is needed to master this one. The first time I ever played this one, I had to try it at least 20 times before I found a usable route to be able to get through the massive bombs. You can see there's about 40 rings worth of super rings in there. If you hit those will definitely help you out. Through here, if you do have the friendship rope, you'll get a lot more rings than going by yourself. But if you know how to do it, and what I suggest is using the boost, starting from the far right and then just going straight through the middle, you'll collect a whole bunch of rings. By myself, just with Sonic, I've collected up to 430 going through this section. But I usually messed this part up and wasn't able to collect enough rings. But to try to get these rings, what you need to do is go slow and then just start from one side and then swing into the other side. You don't want to go fast while going through there. Through there, you may want to go fast, kind of line it up and then go fast right at the last second. For here, you don't want to go too fast because you'll end up missing the rings and you won't be able to make it while going through here. I won't make it through here, and this is the last section, I'm pretty sure. I'll just run through here one more time just to make sure that it is the last section. Yeah, okay. But you can kind of tell what you have to do, and as I said, I have to redo this a lot to be able to practice it. And I apologize for any frame drops. I would like to not stop this until I get through this section, just so that I can show off the Chaos Emerald crap before I have to end it. But that is a pretty good representation of what the rope will do. You saw that while Tails. Alright, sorry about the cut. The video call, there was nothing to show. It was just audio, and you didn't miss anything. You already seen it the first pass. I just didn't mess up as bad this time. But anyway, so don't remember quite off the top of my head if I was what I was talking about, or if I was talking about anything important. Just trying to. I guess I'll just talk more about what you have to do here and there. You know, there are sections where for here you want to jump early, but you don't want to hang the jump as long as I did. You want to try to drop off a little bit sooner than what I did. So you see, you start out here on the right. Well, not that bad. You can definitely tell that I screwed that one up. But what the? No. I did not mean to do that. Oh, I didn't even make the required. Wow. Okay, I wasn't even paying attention. I guess I assumed that I was gonna get it, but I won't give up. You can access the special stages anytime you want. Once you play one, I believe. Oh, can you do that? No, you can't actually. Crap. Okay. Well, we'll just keep going on, and I will try again. If not, I'll put this at the end of the video. Well, no, because you need this for the boss fight. It'll help me out if I go ahead and get it now for the boss fight. So I'm going to go ahead and cut, and I'll see in a second in the special stage. So see in a second. Alright, welcome back. I just decided to go ahead and start it here just to show you a complete run in case I make it. You know, if I do good, I would like to show that off. Yeah, you know, if I don't, I don't. But then if I do bad, then I can just show off, you know, how not to do it. But I think I showed that the first run that I did through here when I got hit 4 times. That is something you definitely do not want to do, because if you get hit more than twice in the first area, that will seriously hurt you going out through the entire throughout the entire special stage. If you get hit more than 4 times at any one point, you know, anywhere, it could be through the first section. You know, you get hit twice in the first section, hit twice in the second section, and then make the last section good for most of it. You know, you may not miss it. You may not make every single. Oh crap! You may not make every single one of those speed sections, but at least you can, or one of those timed sections. You know, you may miss a handful of those, but if you miss more than 2 and you get hit 4 times, you'll definitely hurt yourself. If you miss more than 2 anyway, you're gonna have a very rough time getting through here and making it. So through this section, you just want to start on one side and then just immediately run to the other by boosting. You don't want to boost at all while going through that section. Through this whole section, you may not want to boost. Oh crap. Well, maybe through there, but that's about the only one through here. You do not want to boost, because if you boost, you'll miss a few of these. You'll miss a few of those rings. You may want to boost the last possible second, but I suggest just not doing it until you practice enough and you can get comfortable. You may want to boost through here a little bit as well. I don't know. You know, it just depends on how comfortable you are boosting through these sections, but. I made it. So that's how you do a good run through special stage number 7. We get the last Chaos Emerald, which is the Gray Chaos Emerald, which was the last Chaos Emerald in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is definitely the hardest. It had you going through the most BS to get to it. Well, this game done that as well. So that's a nice throwback to an older Sonic game. So you do get a trophy for, or an achievement, all Chaos Emeralds found. You can now transform into Supersonic. Transform by collecting 50 rings and pressing the triangle button. Good to know, since the team actions are tied to the square button, the button to change into Supersonic got changed over to the triangle button. So anyway, so here we are, Oil Ocean, or not Oil Ocean, whatever this is, Oil Desert. Now you can see that there's a red star ring down there, and I'll show you, that's one of the more. Alright, sorry about the cut. I was dropping frames a little bit too rapidly, so I decided to go ahead and just restart, and I couldn't get that red star ring, so I just decided to go ahead and restart the entire zone. So what you have to do is you have to, it's really timing based. If you can get it right as you're Aha, I know. I don't know why I kept thinking anything different. I just figured it out. I done it a different way that kind of not really involved glitching anything, but it was definitely a lot different from the way you're supposed to do this. So if you can see here that there, well, I have to just restart the zone, but you can see those platforms there that you can get on with the spring, with the lower platform, and then the upper platform is a little bit closer to the oil. Well, gotta drop down on this second oil stream, and then just jump onto it. What you can do is just use the copter combo to maneuver yourself to this one, and then all you have to do is just do the rolling combo, facing the oil stream. You'll then go back, and you'll go up the oil stream. You want to make sure that you jump before the third hit so that you don't mess up, and there you go. That's all you got to do. I somehow kind of glitched it to where I was jumping on the. I done it by. Oh crap! That's quicksand, by the way, if you haven't noticed already. I was able to just do it by jumping and timing it just right on the oil flow. I don't know if that's a way to do it. Now you can see these are giant sandworms, very similar to the caterpillars from Sonic the Hedgehog, from the first Sonic the Hedgehog in Marble Garden Zone. It's actually that's where they originated from. The I don't want that ring box. The caterpillar debuted there. But anyway, so this theme is oil and quicksand. You haven't been able to. I guess the gimmick is the oil. Oh crap! I do that every time. So if you notice here, there is a friendship. It's not the actual name, but it's like a friendship box. We have to continuously. Once you pop it, you can destroy every enemy on the screen, as well as collect a decent amount of rings. I believe about 50 rings, and you can gain extra points by tapping the X button repeatedly. And you also gain some score from the oh crap, this is not a place you want to be. You can also gain some points from the enemies that you kill. Well, you gotta time it so that you can dodge the sandworms, or you can always use tails to get out of here. I don't know why I couldn't get out of that section, but anyway. And we will see those those combo. Oh crap. Those combo things appear later on. You can use the rolling combo through there. I didn't even think about that. Just like I said, I don't use tails that often, so I'm not 100% used to it. And I guess I could have showed off Supersonic, but I think I'll wait for the boss for that one. The boss can be done by just with normal Sonic, but because it's kind of difficult, I would like to just go ahead and debut Supersonic there instead of doing it elsewhere, in this zone, or this act. But anyway, that's really all we need rings for anymore. It's just like episode 1. I'm not too worried about collecting rings anymore. And again, I didn't mention this. I think I might have mentioned this or talked about this during episode 1 about a glitch that could happen in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Usually caught people out in Casino Night Zone Act 2 once you beat the boss, and after you pop the capsule, that you could, or just every time you hit a signpost and you had over 50 rings, you could transform into Supersonic again, but it would crash the game and freeze and wouldn't allow you to keep going anymore. Well, I'm not sure if that will happen in this game or not. I've never actually tried it. I guess that's something to show off in the wrap-up video, but I just want to point it out just so that you can be aware of it. But anyway, so if you haven't noticed already, the gimmick here is the quicksand that is filling up these. Oh crap! Just what I didn't make. I thought I had to go up higher. That is filling up these shipping crates, as well as this oil. This oil it won't hurt you. You won't sink in it. You won't lose anything. It is slippery, so it does kind of act like ice. like you're traveling on ice, but that's about it. The only thing that you have to worry about is if there's any flamers around, and they will light the oil, which we will see later on. Here, I'm sure we can see it sooner than where I normally see it at, but of course. But because of the path that I usually take while going through here, I don't usually see a flamer until pretty late. Now, it's best if you go ahead and use tails early to try to gain an advantage while going through here. Again, you know, I'm not too used to having to rely on tails like that, so I don't always use him like that. But this I guess gimmick about being chased by anything, you know, whether it be sand or just something from the bottom of the screen, isn't something that's new to this game. The sand aspect of it actually first debuted in Sonic and Knuckles in the pyramid, and you can see here what these flamers do. They light the oil on fire. I guess I killed him a little bit too quickly, but you know, there you go. It sends out two streams of fire from both the left and right of the platform, depending on which, you know, it doesn't really matter which side that you're on, you'll still get burnt by it. So y'all obviously want to be very careful. You can see the sand here. You cannot move if you get trapped in the sand, so you're just pretty much at its mercy. You just have to be very careful while you're going through there. You can tip the whatever this thing is by hitting the red button on the bottom, and that's about the easiest way to get through there. Oh well, anyway, so yeah, that's about the easiest way to get through here. The red star ring is in a pretty bad location. I believe it's coming up here in a minute, actually. The best way to gain time through here is obviously by using tails at every opportunity to gain a little bit of time. Yeah, here it is. So with enough time, you can actually do this without losing anything. And there we go. That's pretty much it. You just have to make sure that you gain a big enough bonus with tails before you try to attempt that. And you know, if you're trying to go after the Chaos Emerald as well as this, you'll have a more difficult time because you will have to worry about the rings. But if you don't worry about the Chaos Emerald for that act, then it is a lot easier. But anyway, because you don't have to worry about saving your rings, you can just drop on the spikes. But you have to learn when to hit the spike so that you don't mess up and that you don't end up falling too far. Well, anyway, so this is that you can fly far enough in that you don't end up being bounced back by the. Let me see, where's that rings? That line of rings. There we go. You can just jump off here, and there we go. That you don't get bounced back off into the sand, because if you get caught back on the sand, you'll more than likely end up losing, so you just want to be very careful while doing that. See, it does give you 3 extra rings, so you can end up missing those rings on the way down here. And you obviously want to wait until using Supersonic. If you use it here, you won't be able to use him to his fullest extent, so just wait until things start going on. See, in the background, Robotnik seemed to grab a lot of junk and created this. Now what he will do is he will, you can see these arrows up there, and you can see these shipping crates actually dropping on our head. Well, what you have to do is, well, you don't have to do this, but one way to do it is just to use tails to fly up, and then you can use the Sonic to homing attack, or you can just jump off one of these boxes if you're high enough and everything. But you have to watch out for these boxes. If you get crushed by a box, you will not die. It is not an instant death, but it is a you will end up losing all your rings. So now with Supersonic, because Supersonic can jump higher, you don't have to use tails to break open the top thing. And just because you jump on Robotnik's, just because you only attack the metal casing around Robotnik does not mean you will actually be able to open it any quicker. It's, you know, it's timed. Now the boxes, you can see there are dynamite pack boxes and spike boxes. You have to be very careful of those. The dynamite packs will blow up one box. I think it usually, I thought it blew up more boxes than what it actually does, but have to be very, very careful about the boxes that it does blow up. Want to collect rings as much as you can. Now you can see here, can't go up any higher. This is why you kind of need supersonic, because if you delay this, it'll just continue to get harder, because as you get forced down. Let's see, I don't think we can actually use supersonic here anymore, so you just have to climb up here with normal sonic. But if you wait around too long, there will be nothing. The boxes underneath you will continue to get crushed. It will continue to disappear, so that you are not able to save yourself anymore. Now you can see here there's a helpful screen there that will tell you, hey, you have to use the rolling combo. Once on Robotnik's foot, the red foot there, all you have to do is just use the rolling combo into it, and that's pretty much it. Pretty easy, pretty simple boss. It makes it a lot easier with supersonic. It can be done without supersonic, but I definitely suggest using supersonic while going through there. But anyway, so that's it, and finally done with this. I'm happy I finally got the video done, even with all its weird cuts and frame drops and everything. I definitely am happy to get it done. I really like Oil Desert. It's filled with gimmicks, pretty difficult gimmicks, but it's one of my favorite zones in this game by far, and the boss is actually pretty easy once you know what to do with the supersonic trick and everything. Let's see what that is. Ah, yes, Sky Fortress Zone, Acts 1 through 3 available. So you can open a zone after you beat the boss of each zone. So you save Sylvania Castle to be able to. I guess that opened up once you beat Sylvania Castle. That opened up both White Park and Oil Desert. So I guess you have to beat Oil Desert and White Park to open up Sky Fortress. But Sky Fortress is for another day. I thank you for watching. The challenge of the video is, how many times did I get caught in the sand in Oil Desert Zone Act, I believe it was Act 3. Yeah, Act 3. I thank you for watching. Until next time.